Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are welcome to this evening's training. Wherever you are joining us from across the world, wherever your time is, it's evening here. It could be afternoon wherever you are, but you are welcome to this evening's training. And it's one of the things that we should be prepared to do in our business as business people. What's Lady Fulera from Belgium? As I said, we are across the world, so you are all welcome. So this evening's training is on what? Showing up and inviting. Every one of us wants to have success in this business. No one started this business with the mindset to fail or not become successful. Every one of us. The reason why we started was that we know that we could be successful in it. That's why we started. So it is always very important that as we do our business, we should know the things that will make us successful. Otherwise, it gets to a stage we become stagnant and we don't know where to move from. So this evening we are coming to talk about a very important aspect of our business that will help us skyrocket and also enlarge in whatever we decide to do, whether it is in this business or in any other business. We would have to get to know that these two things are very important. The first one is what? Showing up. Then what? Inviting. So no matter what type of business you do, you need these things. They are skills that when you have it, it doesn't matter what type of business you do, you will be successful in it. So if you become someone who is very good at these two things, you realize that whatever they give you, whatever you put your hands to, you will be more successful than others who have not specialized in this skill. So when we are talking about showing up, it doesn't matter which medium. It could be physical showing up or virtual showing up. So if you are showing up physically, you have to show up well so that it will help your business grow. And the same way, whether inviting or whatever it is always showing up that gives us success in what we do. So what is the power of your presence when you show up for yourself in whatever you do? So when we talk about showing up, it has some tenets that we would have to have an idea of. The first thing it does is that what? It shows commitment. When you show up in whatever you are doing, it tells other people you are actually committed to what you are doing. So it helps people relate with you as they should. Without you showing up, no one will know you are committed to what you are doing. So you become consistent in showing up as people see you. And when that happens, it builds a level of trust. Have you ever been following someone online? You've never met anybody. It's like you don't know the person from anybody, but you are connected online and you feel so close to the person. What happens is that it's just because of what? The consistency that the person shows. So if you are consistent enough, people know you are committed to whatever you are, and gradually it builds trust. I remember there's a lady who died last year. Those who are in our industry know her. Jessie Lee. This lady has been online consistently for 11 good years. When she died across the world, everybody felt it. Even though we've never, up till now, I still remember her. But there are people who are close to us who have died. Me, I've forgotten about them. This lady is online. I've never met her from Adam, nowhere. But because she's been consistent in what she's doing, it has developed some trust in people who follow her. I don't do business with her. I just follow her online. But her consistency has made it such that trust has developed. If she asked me $10,000 and I could give it to her just because of that, because I realized that she's been consistent and it's easy to trust such people. And when people that you relate to, or people of the same stature or rank or whatever, you are among them, and you alone, you are singled out as someone who is consistent in what you do. It will make you stand out. It will make you stand out among others. So it is very important that we know that showing up shows that our commitment to what we do, and through that we develop relationships with people. The second thing it does is that it gives us opportunities. As you showing up, you realize that people, because of your consistency, people start trusting you, and now it opens other doors for you. Doors that you had no idea. I can tell you, because of what I've been doing over the years, I've had business opportunities given to me that people have been following for people wrote applications, but they are not getting. They are not getting that opportunity. But this one, it comes to me. And because my mind is not there, I don't accept those ones. One person told me that he has been following me for years, and over 8 years, I've been consistent in something that I was doing. So he believes that whatever opportunity he's giving to me, I can do it very well. That is what consistency does. When you keep showing up, other doors that you are not even aware of start opening for you. Just look at your job. For maybe the job you are doing, you've been consistent at it, always doing what you have to do. Over some time, even your superiors start recognizing that aspect of you. And just showing up consistently is not just doing the minimal, it is doing what is like things that you've not been asked. You do it without anyone asking you. It opens other doors for you. Fraser Brooks was talking about something about he said numbers game. If you just do the numbers, it will happen. But he added something. What if the numbers you are doing, it is not appropriate? Maybe the wrong thing, you are doing the wrong thing consistently. It doesn't lead you to the right way. No. If you are going in the wrong direction, you keep going. Choosing the right thing and doing it rightly, that is what will push you forward. So as you do the right things, you realize that it draws you to things in that line and open other doors for you to be able to leverage on. So that is another aspect of showing up and being consistent. Then what happens is that your confidence grows as a person when you keep doing something over the time. I've been a nurse for over 23 years or so. When you talk about nursing in what I do, I've been teaching for over 15 years. The same thing, if you give me to teach, I can close my eyes and do it. That is what consistency does. As you grow in whatever you are doing, as you become consistent, it builds yourself up. In this, our industry, in this business we are doing, there are things that when you start being consistent, you grow automatically. And you know what we do here is more of, please, if you can hear me, put one in the comment section so that I won't be the only one talking to myself. So thank you. My network is joking. so it builds your self-confidence, and also because we are always talking about personal development, you realize that you start developing on your own, your mindset. You know that the greatest place that we grow is in our minds. When your mind starts changing, everything about you start changing. First, grow in yourself. When you are able to lead yourself, then you can lead others. Your self-esteem starts growing. There are people who call themselves melancholics. The funny thing is that our personalities, God didn't make anyone to have one personality. It is just a psychological thing that people are using to put people in boxes. No one is made with one personality. We all have all the personalities, just that some of it become more pronounced than the others. It means that we can change ourselves. This Jessie Lee I'm talking about, she's someone who says she's melancholic. Melancholics are people who don't like going out. They are reserved, like those kind of people. They are very analytic, those people. So they don't know how to reach out to people. So because she knows she has that tendency, when she started in this industry, when she comes online, she uses the other types of what? Personalities that reach out to people. So it's like she's an actor. She acts so that what she's been thinking in her mind, she'll come out like that. So to us, she's someone who is a sanguine, who is a choleric, those personalities that are loud. But she said she's not really like that. We all can do that. We can assume other personalities to be able, because it's in us already. It's just that our upbringing, our environment made some to come down. So gradually, as we grow, we think that we are like that. But we have an alter ego that we can assume in what? Events, in situations, and we can do that. And as we start doing that, we realize that what? We become more pronounced and start attracting people. Because in business, you can't hide unless you don't want to do business. If you want to be a business person, you can't hide. Visibility is important. Those who are making the mark in the world, they are people who are seen. You can't go and hide. There are people who say they don't want to show themselves on social media, and they're asking, how? The most agents of the world are showing themselves who follow you. If 50 people around you don't know you, it is not possible. And you can't have 1 people in your town, 1 million people in your town. So definitely, and even if you have 1 million people in your town, it's not all of them that will like what you have. So you have to reach out to more people. And how do we do that? It is only when what? We become visible online. Our presence draws people. And when the world leads people who give hope. The world is filled of hopelessness too much. The world is filled with pessimistic people. So you that have small optimism, you need to shine for people to see. And that is what showing up does. Let your presence be visible enough so that whatever you are providing will impact the world. The Bible said, lovely is the foot of those who bring good news. We are carrying good news of hope to people. And whatever belief you believe in to people. So we are doing something good. We are giving hope to people who are hopeless. There are a lot of people who are stuck in their job. They always think it's only 12 times in a year they pay, but their bills is not coming 12 times. So you have something that someone can add to whatever and generate hope in them. And in that, they are generating generational wealth. So don't think whatever you have is something that is not, it is meager. No, you have a treasure the world needs to hear about. And you're showing up. You are not just showing up to just put things on social media for people to laugh and be in their sorrow. You are providing what? Another stream of income to people. So you can't be shy about that. Your showing up would also give hope to someone. Even if the person is not ready to do your business, there are a lot of people that get inspired. I get a lot of messages for things that I post on my status. At times it's timely for some people. How come you are there, your status is always blank? You don't want to show anything, all the good things we keep posting on the page for you to have some hope for the day. Maybe at the time that someone posted, you were down, but just reading or listening to that, it gives you some hope. Why don't you spread that one? It's a way of showing up. How are you showing up? How are you showing up? This is very important for every one of us that is on this call. I want you to listen to this video. Whatever you are feeling, these people too went to, now they are world renowned and it looks nice, but look at what they went to. You are feeling like that. Just listen. Wow. You can't hear. Let me see. I don't know how come. Just a minute. Let me try and see what's happening. I'm hearing from my end, so I don't know why the sound is not coming. Share. Let me try and see if I can load the documents. Again. Sorry for this thing. I was thinking this will work. The StreamYard was giving trouble. It said HP is blocking. Let me try and see if you hear it.
Hey, this video is super cool. Check it out.
You want to
Please, can you hear?
Hey, this video is super cool. Check it out.
You want to build something that matters? It is a grind.
Hey, this video is super cool. Check it out.
You want to build something that matters? It is a grind of untold proportions. I stepped in front of the camera over 7 years ago, and like 4 months into it, I wanted to quit. And I went to my wife, I said, I don't think anybody's paying attention. I don't think this is worth the energy. And she assured me, she said, you are doing this for a year. You're building something. It is a punch to the face over and over and over. And you have to be able to get back up and keep going and focus on what you are trying to accomplish.
Please, were you hearing? I'm trying to use another means. Okay, you could hear it. Just listen to it. I want you to hear it more than even later. I'll post the picture on the video on the page. But I want you to hear what he was saying. Then after that, I'll continue. Just listen to the audio.
Hey, this video is super cool. Check it out.
You want to build something that matters? It is a grind of untold proportions. I stepped in front of the camera over 7 years ago, and like 4 months into it, I wanted to quit. And I went to my wife, I said, I don't think anybody's paying attention. I don't think this is worth the energy. And she assured me, she said, you are doing this for a year. You're building something. It is a punch to the face over and over and over. And you have to be able to get back up and keep going and focus on what you are trying to accomplish. What is the impact that you want to have on the world? Stay focused on that and stay after it.
It's really funny that he mentions 4 months because it was July 15th of 2009 where I started doing a video a day every single day. And 4 months in exactly, I'm like, this isn't working. It was the end of that month by a lead that came through YouTube. Building something worthwhile is a grind, is a lot of work, but it's worth it.
So now let's go back to what I was saying. It seems my listing is being blocked for me to share. Okay, so this is Tom Beleo. I don't know how to to pronounce his name very well. He's someone, he's a name on the social media platform. I'm sure some of you have seen his work. So he said that is how it feels. Starting everything it is work. If you want to show up, don't think that it will come easily as you want. There will be times you will feel like quitting. It is normal. Every successful person has ever felt that. There are days you will feel like quitting. It doesn't matter what. You could be the most, you think that the richest men in the world don't feel like quitting. It comes. You realize that it is something that will always come. So if you start showing up and you are feeling like, oh, let me stop, I'm down, it is normal. Don't think you are the first person to experience it. and it won't stop until your last breath. It will always continue. Dr. Doris said what? Try to lose weight and eat right. Yes. Any good thing you want to do, it is difficult. There will be times you will feel like quitting, giving up on it. Keep going. Let the goal be your. Start looking forward straight. Focus on your goal. It doesn't matter what is happening. Just focus on your goal. Keep going. Yes, there will be times you perform 10%. Don't worry about it. Said what? 90% of success comes from what? Consistency. If you are consistent, that is where success will come. Every success depends almost 90%. All the other things is just 10%. Consistency is very, very important. And what? 75% would what? Increase your performance significantly as you do things consistently. Whether you are doing, it doesn't matter. We always say what? Even if it's 1% of what you were last night or yesterday, increase it by the 1%. By the year ending, you would have increased, even if it's 0.01, increase it. Your performance will definitely increase in a way. This is a very important thing. Your overall performance will depend on how you show up. It is so important. And when you start being consistent, because it has become part of your day, you realize that you start managing your time. The most busy people in the world, they are people who do multiple things and do it effortlessly. Why? Because they've managed the time, their own. You can manage yourself. The issue is that the 24 hours is for everybody. The only thing we can manage is managing ourselves. So if you are able to manage yourself, time will become what? Bigger for you. You are managing yourself within the time. So you realize that you have more space for you to do other things in life. So consistency helps us in many ways, not only in the business you are doing. You realize that it starts permeating the other aspects of your life. Unknowingly, you didn't go out, you didn't start out by thinking that, oh, if you are consistent in your business, then what the others know. But gradually, you will realize that it is happening. For instance, someone who starts exercising, the person thinks that I'm losing weight too. But as you start doing that, you realize that it gives you some form of energy that you can use in other areas of your life. Because you are becoming disciplined, other relationships too start getting affected in a positive way. That is what consistency does for us. If you keep showing up, you realize that you become more disciplined in whatever you are doing. And yes, it builds confidence too. It will build your confidence as we are our own critics. When we start doing things that we can see that we are really sticking to what we said, it gives us more satisfaction than others. We praise ourselves, and it gives us confidence to also go into other things. But when we know that what we faulted, we've given up on ourselves, we've done wrong, we feel the guilt more than what others think. Often we think that it's people talking about, it is not that. It is actually us. We are punishing ourselves for ourselves, but we start what? Projecting it into others. So showing up and being consistent, you are rewarding yourself as a person. You are rewarding yourself as a person. You are praising yourself. You are trusting your own self. So it builds your confidence to go after many other things. So now, what is your evolution of showing up? As you start showing up, watch yourself. Yes, in the beginning, you will want to assume other people. So we come up with what masks on on our face. In the Roman Empire, during those olden days, the kings had justice. People who come and play, do act jokes and others, they were actors. So they assumed other personalities to what? Perform, to entertain the royalty. That is how this marks came about. So with the marks on, they assume other personalities and perform in other ways that they are not. So a man can be wearing a lady's mask and behave like what? A lady. When we start showing up, yes, we are following others because we are not sure ourselves. We start showing other people's personality because we are not confident in ourselves. We evolve over the time. As time passes, you realize that there are some things you have that you want to show. And gradually, your authentic self starts showing. If you are someone who talks slowly, social media, no one has time for people who talk slow. You would have to find a way to be energetic, to be what? Someone who has energy and what? Talk faster. So you can assume other people who talk like that. You have to practice in front of a mirror. It can go to that. You can talk in front of children. If you are shy of adults, gather children and talk to them like you are giving them a speech. Record yourself. Evolve over the time. You can't be the same as what 5 years ago. You started a few months ago. By now, you should grow. If you can give a speech in 5 minutes and the energy is not there, you can reduce it and give more what energy with it. And with that, you realize that what you are reducing the time, but also accumulating more energy. And gradually, people start what? Relating with you because of the energy. I've told you negativity is in the people are down, their spirits are down. So the only way you can energize them is what? To bring your energy forth. And it's through our speech. It's through our speech that people relate to us. So if you're showing up, especially on social media, and you are down, it's like people, you want people to sleep, people will go and sleep and leave you. They won't even come again. So over the time, you should evolve. They are phases Dr. Dorothy is saying it. They are phases you go through, stages. They are stages you go through. So you should be what? Growing. As you grow, then your authentic, gradually you realize that even your personality start changing. Your personality start changing and you realize that you become more energetic. Have you ever gone to any like those motivational conferences and you've seen anyone talking down? No, if they only talk down when they are teaching. But if it's motivational, it is the most energetic person they always call, because through talking, you produce energy and people feel those energies. And as they relate with you, you realize that you also, your energy increases and you are able to produce more. When we are energized, even the things that go through our thoughts is different. At different energy levels, what our thought process goes through is different. So as you show up, Increase your energy level. If you went before, go and watch your previous videos. Learn from it. Yes, there are some instances, some topics you would have to be slow because you want it to go downward. That one is different. But there are stages that what your energy must come forth. And that is the only way people will relate with you. So as you go through the phases, take note of it and keep evolving. Don't get stuck. As a person, we grow through that process and people start seeing it. When people start seeing your growth, they realize there's something there. It shouldn't just be the same old story. The only way people will see that what there is truly personal development, what you are doing, it is how you grow. And it's through this evolutionary process that people will relate with you, whether online or in person. This is very, very important. So now, we have myths about what? Consistency. This is also another video. I don't know whether it will play or not. But please, you watch. That one, it doesn't really need to play. Just, I want you to watch what it's talking about. Watch the two people, what is happening there. Oh, sorry. Okay. So this is a video of two people exercising. At times we have myths about consistency. When we say showing up, people think that perfection, and that's what holds them back. But you can't be, you're a human being. You can't be perfect. You saw the person, the first person on the right. I don't know whether on your left or the one who is in shorts right now. She is the perfect image we have in our head, that this is perfection. Always you do 100%. But no, in the real world, we are the people on the left. There are times you go 10%, at times what 30%, but as sure as every day you keep showing up because you said you will show up, it becomes something that is so important. And remember, you are running towards a goal, and that is your future self. So as you are seeing your future self, start behaving like your future self. And a time will come, you realize that the future self you were looking, you are actually living that life. How do you see your future in 10 years? What do you want to be in 10 years? Start living that person right now. When you're making decision, what would that future self make? How would that future self make that decision? How would that future self take that step? When we start behaving like that, we realize that our mental picture starts becoming real us. And gradually, before we realize, we are actually living that life. So visualizing ourselves, not any other person, because each and every one of us here, we are what? Bestsellers. Our stories are unique. Our life stories are unique. So our future self is the best competitor we should have, not any other person. Other people should motivate you, but not for you to compete with them. This is very, very important. Let's bear that one in mind. This is how what consistency looks like. This one too is a video. Fortunately, the words are written on it. So please, you read. I'll put all those videos on the pages. So in our minds, that's how we think consistency is. Perfection, everything, the I's dotted, the T's crossed, everything. But it is not like that. Consistency is about showing up consistently or continuously. But perfection comes as you start showing up. So there are people, when they don't perform, then they are down. No, focus on what? Showing up. And as you start showing up, you realize that what? Now your intensity starts growing gradually. Yes, it's very important. I like what you are putting in the comment section. Consistency is it's not about perfection. Perfection will come when you are not even looking at it. So I want you to read what's this thing. It's voice, but I'm hearing it now. Yeah, he was talking about showing up. He said one of the lessons he has learned in his adult life is that what you just have to keep showing up, whether you are sad, whether you are heartbroken, whether you are tired, just show up. The showing up doesn't mean that what you should always be 100% performing. It is about what showing yourself, drag yourself to even show yourself. That is what consistency is about. Showing up daily, whether weekly. You yourself, you can do it. You can say, what, 3 times, depending on what you do. You can say 3 times in a week, I want to show up. No one is competing with you. It is you and your goals. Decide what you want to do. So that what, and remember, comfort zone too is there. It's something you have to escape. So if it's comfort, then it's not that. But if you can't do anything about it, as much as possible, take it so that what you stick to it and even perform more than that. So one important thing we should know is that each and every one of us know that what the world needs you. You are a gift to the world. If anyone has told you that you are insignificant, I want you today, from this very moment, remove that thought and cancel it, destroy it. Never let that word enter your head or your mind that you are insignificant. You are a special gift that has been created to also occupy your space in this world. You are a gift to mankind. You have a place to fulfill. And if you don't do that, you've left a big hole in the universe, and God will not be happy with you. Let your gift show to the world. You have so much within you that the world needs to see. And if you keep hiding it, you are depriving the world of that. Come out authentic and come out with every hidden gift. They said what? The cemetery is the richest place on this earth because what? Things are dead there. Talents have been hidden and they've gone towards the grave with it. Wonderful books that could have been read, wonderful inventions that could have been seen, melodious songs that we could hear. People went to the grave with it because they hid it. You are a gift to the world. Show your authentic self to the world and let the world see that gift that God has placed in you and benefit from it. When you have this in your mind, nothing stops you from showing up. When you know you are a gift, yes, you are singing and people are saying that your voice is not. It doesn't matter. You are not singing to them. Sing and sing loud. Let the world hear. Those of us who have nice voices, at times we judge people by the songs they sing. But don't mind if you have someone around you, forget about the person. And remember this business you are doing. It's another thing that has been added to you, your value. So you have an addition to what God has already put in you. So if you are showing up for people to see, be free and allow it to go. This is so, so important. So how are you showing up as someone that the world needs? Said was showing up transform your potential to extraordinary opportunities daily. How will people see your gifts if you don't show up? The only way people will see that you have a gift is you showing up. And that thing you think is what? Ordinary. The world will see it as what? Extraordinary. And it comes from what? Showing up. And through your showing up, you engage with people. I was listening to Fraser Brooks recently. He did a training recently, and he was talking about us being what? We want to be investigators instead of instigators. You are posting on social media, your status, people are watching. There are people who always work, but I'm also guilty. And we are waiting for the people to come to us instead of us instigating them, going to chat them and ask them, I've been seeing you watching this thing. What do you like about this? We don't do that. We don't engage them. It is only in engaging them, conversing with them, that's what we see what they want. And when you engage them, it helps you join other things that what would maybe bring you together. And as you do that, you both participate in something. People only do business with people they trust, people who are their friends. So in friendship, we unite, and gradually, as that happens, then what? Getting close to each other and getting involved becomes what? Easily. So he said what? Your presence matters more than you think. You think you are old, you are too young. So no, but it's so important. And you, as you do that, you draw people to you. The crowd you want, the type of people you want, you're showing up, bring them. You think that you are a quiet person, you are not someone who is outward. What happens is that those kind of people draw towards you. If you can do it, they realize that they too can easily do it. You can become a magnet to draw people towards you. So what are you doing to do that? To let that happen? It is only through what? Showing up. That is where people will start relating to you. And the fact that you've decided to show up, don't think the road will be easy. Be ready to have people who will be fighting you along the way. They are pessimists. The world is full of pessimistic people than optimistic people. People who will reject you. You will meet friends who will become your enemies, relatives. So your friends it's not enemies actually. They think that they are protecting you just because they can't see your dream. So they want to protect you. It's not always that they are against you. Some of them will try to talk you out of it. Focus on it. Family. What? Fear. Yes, Prof. We are worse and enemies. It doesn't matter who or what we meet. We are the worst enemy. For all of this to have its hold, it is when we believe it. That is when it will only have its hold. So let's prepare our mind. Then now let's look at what inviting is. This is a cycle I've seen over the years. But the fact is that last week, Dr. Hansen spoke about prospecting for the right people. Prospecting, inviting, these three things, they work together. And with this, if you have this solidly planted in your business, you get to the highest of heights. See what is in the middle. Trust. Trust is the thing that it takes time to build, but it can be lost within a twinkle of an eye. In the middle of all these stages, trust is the cornerstone. So how are people trusting you? So now we've looked at what? Prospecting already. Showing up will help you know people. So you prospect that. I don't want to go in there. I'm focusing on what? Inviting. So inviting, to be able to do that. So it means you've done, I mentioned I didn't want to go into it, but maybe I have to talk about it. You instigating people. So someone would chat you on your status. I'm interested in this. Can you explain? Don't rush and say, oh, because of this thing, you are looking for someone to always do so. Then you send videos. It's not like that. Someone chat you. I liked it. What did you like about what you saw? Which aspects do you want? Why? Ask them more. Always we think that we are screening people, but they also screen us. How you bring people in, when they come, that is how they will also behave. So if someone sees your status, you've posted something, someone is interested in it, don't rush. You can't put pearls in front of swine. They would crumple, they would destroy it. You have a precious gift. Preserve it as such. Don't throw it out cheaply. So first, find out if this person is the right person you have to give this treasure to. So why does the person want what they've seen? And it's very important because it will help you know which aspect the what they've you've identified what they want, then now you can go ahead to think about how to invite them. So how do you invite people into your business in whatever you are doing? How do you invite them? Let's look at some of it. One important thing is that you have to keep it so simple. Some of us, we want to do things so complex so that what they think that, oh, we are genius. What you are doing is you are destroying your own business. You are destroying your own business. Keep everything as simple, like a class 1 child can understand what you are doing. Keep it so simple. And there are some things that you should know when it comes to inviting. So there are some rules about inviting. The first one is that detach your emotion. Detach every emotion from it. So some people invite people, when people don't, then they are angry. It shouldn't be like that. Be yourself. Some people start speaking slangs because they said they are working with an American company. So if someone gets to them, then they want to slang. Please, I beg, use, if you're Ghanaian, our English, use it. Use your English language. Don't assume those things. It makes you look some way. I beg, not now. Maybe in future, when we grow, and you go and stay there, maybe to change, but now, I beg, use your real language. Be yourself. If it's tree, speak the tree to the person. If it's ewe, use it. That is how the person knows you. And importantly, be enthusiastic. I've told you the world is full of negativity. People are already down. Don't go and bring your negativity towards them. Let your enthusiasm show. Let people feel how enthusiastic you are. And be strong and be confident. Be confident in what you have. No one, when you are so confident, no one brings negativity. Rarely do I get people tell it. Even if they are thinking it, they won't tell me. They will go behind me and say it. That it's a scam. They will go and say it somewhere, not me. Because the enthusiasm with which I speak with, it is about how confident you are that will make people believe what you have. You yourself, are you confident are you sure of what you are giving out? Most of us are not sure. Then now we start casting our fears on people that this is what people are thinking. It's a lie. It is you who is thinking like that. Start being confident in what you have. And when you start doing that, it means you can reach, even if you meet the president, you can talk about this to the president because you are so confident in what you have. And another thing is that we prejudge a lot. A lot of us on this call, we prejudge. We think people are too rich, they won't need this. We think people are too poor, they can't afford this. It is so, I don't know. Yes, there are people that you want to do business with. There are people with some characteristics. If you want to do, then it means that you have to put in more effort to help them become their better version. But as much as possible, yours is invite everybody. Let them come and see. If they like, fine. If they don't like, it is up to them. You have done your work. In future, when they change their mind, because you didn't forget them, they will come back to you. A lot of us prejudge too much. And it is what is not making us grow. There are scripts we can use. Yes, Prof, you are very wealthy, but you are still doing this because it will pay you multiple times in future. Yes, there are scripts we can use. We post some on the pages. If you can't, when you are using your own words, at times we talk too much, but those scripts are concise and precise. And because you are doing it, it gets to some time, you may change the words, but still the same thing. Look for those scripts. If you don't have it, ask on the page, we'll post it. We keep posting those things. If you don't have it and you haven't seen it before, you just ask, we'll post it. So use the script. In the beginning, yes, you use the script. As you grow, you realize that it becomes part of you, so you don't really need it. It comes off just like that. So use it to make it simple for you. And I said what? Invitation is a doorway for the this thing. I can see the doorway to the unknown for a prospect. Make it worthwhile for them. This is something they don't know about. So you are opening a doorway to the unknown to them. Don't make it a painful process for them that will traumatize them. Make it as simple as possible so that when it's time for them to repeat, because they can remember every step, they will follow it. But if you complicate it, when they remember, duplication is very important. Whatever you are doing it, the only way your business will grow is how it could be duplicated later on. So make it a worthwhile experience for them as you take them through the invitation process. So one of the easiest ways was phone call. It's one of the easiest way to go through it. When you are making phone calls, it means that what this is someone, you have their number. In our part of the world, we don't do a lot of cold calling because the pages, how do we call it? That book that has people's number, these days we don't find it. But when you go to the foreign countries, at times they are available. So you can get people's number and be calling. Yellow books, yes. Yellow. You used to have it in Ghana. I used to see it around, but these days it's a long time I've seen it. Those ones you could go and do it here. So you could do cold calling. But right now, the numbers you have, they are ones that either through your social media or something. This is one of the easiest catalog. Yes, it's a catalog of numbers. But yellow books is what usually addresses and this thing. That's the commonness that we know for it. Yeah. So you connect to people either through phone, physically or whatever, but as much as possible, you would have to call people and connect with people. So these are the social, yes, phone directory, that is the right name. Boss Lady Esther, you brought it. It's called phone directory. I now remember the right name. Yes. So these are social media handles, or you should have account in all these ones. Yes, you could have account in all this one, but you could be prominent in a few or maybe one. Then as you grow on that, then you can permeate the others. If you can handle all two, you can do that. There are ways that now you can even post at the same time in multiple handles on different social. You should do that. So these are the places you can get people's contact from. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Most of this social media, these things, now they've made phone calling on those mediums easy. It's just a few of them that you can't make calls right now. So you can use them to call people and connect with them. And use this thing any means that you want. So everybody is virtually a phone call away. We are just a phone call away from each other. And you can connect with a lot of people through this means. If we master this, it becomes very, very easy for us to grow in our business. And when it comes to after that, what you do when you are inviting them, you are inviting them to tools. So what are the tools we are talking about? We have videos, we have presentations, we have documents, written documents, we have reels, short videos, we have long videos. Those are tools. You don't need to do talking. Those are the things you should be inviting people to. And why are those tools important? They are comfortable. They are time efficient. You don't need to be there with the person. You give it to the person and be doing whatever, then come back to the person. And you can share it multiple times to multiple people at the same time. This business is one of the easiest business I've actually done. I've done some of those things in this industry, but this is one of the easiest, I can assure you. I can assure you of that. It gives time freedom because you are not the person talking to the person. You invite people to presentation, you are not the person presenting. You are just there and someone is doing it. It is easily duplicated. I have a good news for you, which I think would help you. What time would you prefer? Would you prefer 8 p.m. on Sunday evening, if maybe you are sure we have the weekly ones, or maybe Friday, 6 p.m.? Which one will be good for you? Or maybe 3 p.m. Friday. Give these options. If the person gives you, so the person tells you the time, okay, I'll share the link with you when the time is getting close and keep reminding you until it's time. It's finished. That is all. And what these tools do is that it adds credibility. It is not you who is saying it. These are already prepared mediums you can use. So they are there for you to use. So it adds credibility. This is another video. I wish we would all see this one too. I'll share it. And I would like you to listen to it. So I'll change the medium in which, so that you hear the voice that it has to. Computer. Okay.
The man who loves walking will walk further than the man who loves the destination. So what's happened along that process? You've learned to love the journey, right? You love the journey. Man, when you love the journey, the goals just happen. You hit milestones as a side effect, right? Because it doesn't matter. At that point, I don't care if I can lift this much weight or run this fast. I mean, that's cool and it's great and I love it. But I don't love it as much as I love the journey. I love the journey. What does the journey consist of? Sucking at something, failing, getting better, learning, start a new journey, start it over, do it again. Oh, the journey now involves I'm aging. My joints hurt. How do I figure that out? Oh, the process. Here we go. And so when you fall in love with the journey, everything else takes care of itself.
Okay. Please, I hope you heard what it said. So it said what? We should love the journey instead of what? The destination. Yes, the destination will come. But when you fall in love with the journey, the destination has no choice but to show up. Fall in love with the process. As you journey through this, fall in love with the process, and the rest will fall in line, whether we like it or not. It's like you are doing the activities. So what? The success have no choice but to show up. Kiyosaki said what? Richest people in the world build networks. Everyone else what? Looks for jobs. I hate that saying, people keep saying, whom you know. It is something I have never liked. I know that we can create our own networks. It's not about whom you know. It's about who knows you. It is very important. When your name is mentioned somewhere, who will say that they know you and give you that opportunity? If we start creating our networks, life will be easy easier for us and also the generations about after us. A good name is good. It establishes us. And as we grow our networks, we start realizing that it brings things to us. We don't chase after those things anymore. That's what you see, that there's a cycle or circle of people. They are of the same level, because what? Just because one person got the opportunity, the person stretched it out to others. So when you start building your networks, what it does is that it puts you in a class of people that will help push your life forward instead of drawing it backwards. This network marketing industry, what it does is that it gives us that leverage around people, and it brings people towards us. So he said what? Believe in the network marketing profession. Believe you can be successful, because everyone here can be successful, actually. It is a level ground for everybody. So decide that you too, you get connected, you start showing up a lot. Read what Prof is putting there. He said, well, talk a lot, never be shy, be proud of what you have. Yes, it is a gold mine we have. Right now, the world doesn't know. When it starts showing up, people will say that you are lucky. But you took faith and started going towards that light. And now a time will come, they will say that what? We are lucky, but it's not like that. When people were calling it scam, we saw the potential here. So keep going in that direction. Think outside the box. Become optimal in what you do. Everybody else is still in that pool. Decide how you move out of that pool. You won't be stuck there. You will keep moving forward. And that is where your success is. It is not in the comfort zone. It is in the uncomfortable zone. So you have to move from your comfort zone to the uncomfortable zone so that what? You can get what you want. So now there's an assignment we should undertake. We are going to have a presentation on Friday. From this moment, invite at least 5 people. Prof will always say 20. So between 5 and 20, invite. Do it consciously. He posted an activity, a report on the page. Start feeling that shit till the Friday. Then prepare towards Sunday. Start filling your spots. And always seek out from your sponsors, your mentors. We are always willing to help. All the leaders are open to help. All you have to do is reach out and your problem will be solved. He said what? Life doesn't reward perfection. It rewards showing up, whether it is messy, uncertain, or real. That is what it rewards. And I like this quote: focus, follow one course until success. So what course are you following right now? Fortunately, it has been laid down for us. It is easy to follow the track because people have been successful already. Just keep following that course. And eventually, everybody will see your success. At this juncture, I would like to thank you all. We've spent so much time on this. And Prof, Dr. Hansen, if any one of you have anything to share, please, I hand over the mic to you. Thank you all.
Okay, thank you so much. Enyonam, thank you so much. Thank you for your exposure and everything. I want to just remind everybody that on Thursday, I'll be doing a certain presentation called Belief. Belief.
Wow.
Belief. And I will encourage you to please attend. It will help you, not even in this project. It will help you. I teach some people in India. There are 7 people from India here in the UK, and I gave them this belief about certain things. They are business people, and the way they were impressed with it, I feel like I need to give this to you. It is for people who are business people and people who feel they can never make it. If you feel you can never make it, I want to share this with all of us here on Thursday at 7 p.m. Please be part of it. It will shape you. If there is anything at all that you think you are not getting, be part of the training, because people pay for these things and it's helping people. It's helping people. It's not all about the money. And you see, that is a lot of people quit too early because their mind is all the money, I'm not getting money, I'm not getting people, I'm not getting money. But that is because you have not become the money that you are supposed to have. Because right now, this training that Enyonam did wonderfully, you cannot do it. Even if you can do it, you feel shy to come out to be able to do it. And so you do not have the money equivalent of the value creation. You don't have the equivalent of the money you are looking for. You have not provided an equivalent value that matches the money. If you like, just Google all those in the world who are billionaires. The moment you type their name, you will see that their name will be popping all over the social media. Why? They have become the money. Go and just type their names into Facebook, into Instagram. These people, in fact, they have become so valuable that people can steal their name and their picture. And then that person, he himself is not valuable, but he has stolen the picture of Bill Gates. And yet people are following him because people think he's Bill Gates. Just his picture.
Yeah.
Just his picture. You know, and yet that person, if he should ever show his face, nobody will look at him.
Very true.
So you can see how value can command and attract people to the extent that people can even steal a name of someone. Yeah. So that is why a lot of people are not progressing, and not only in this business. You will see that they are not progressing in so many other things in life. Not in this business, but they will progress in everything else in life because they have become plenty. Dr. Dorothy is progressing in her job life. She is advancing. She is progressing in management advancement, in health, medicine advancement, and in go backup advancement, and in personal growth advancement. Okay. Mrs. Epiphania is going through the same thing. She's expecting, she's an expert in her own world, her own corner world of Nesdupreneur. Whom have you ever heard calling himself or herself Nesdupreneur? She's the first person to coin that word. That is how she's becoming because of who she has become. And so I encourage you, please, stay in the learning zone. Just look at those of us who are above. in this business. We are always here. Haven't you seen? Like, when have you seen that Dr. Keoe is not presenting on Sunday or is not joining? We are always here. We are always talking. Meanwhile, we have other things like you have other things doing. So I will implore you. Implore means beg. I am begging you to consolidate your knowledge, like be closer to the fire. And when you come and make note, okay? Because in fact, I was just going through my notes. I want to just show them something. Because ladies and gentlemen, see, there's a lot going on you don't know. I'll show you something here. Okay, if you can see my screen here, okay, I just want to show you the slides I have built in this business. The trainings I have built. Just look at the PowerPoint I've created. Okay, if you start from the why section, look at one here. It's called your why. This is a whole training I have made about your why, your profiling, your belief that I've prepared already. Okay, the one I'm going to take. Okay, work ethics. Okay, why religious people are poor. Why religious people are poor. Okay, because poverty is connected to that. Okay, who is a leader? Okay, which aspect of the compound do you like? What it takes to be among the top 20%. Wealth creation, vision, unleash the power in you. Okay, the power of two. Okay, the compound effect. I've not done a lot of training on the art of closing. The compound effect is even trying to open. The act of closing. Okay, part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, the success system. There are so many things. The strategy part. Okay, start well, end well. Reprogramming your mind, relaunching your business, guys. And there are so many PowerPoints. Look at what I've prepared. Though, all of this, I prepared all this. So you see, what we are becoming really, 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 really matters. The reason why you are not there yet is that you have not prepared some of these things. And so I will encourage you, enjoy the training, the knowledge, the coming here. Enjoy it and share some of the things on the page. Never see, the reason why Jesus became the greatest man is because he didn't keep everything in his head. He poured it. The reason why people know Oheneba is because whatever in his head, he's pouring it out every time on radio and TV. Okay? So you got to begin to learn. And the little you learn, you share it on social media. You learn about business. You learn about fear. You learn about entrepreneurship. You learn about endurance. You learn about love. You learn about share these things to people. The little. And eventually your value will command people to you. Your value. I get people I don't know. Today I got some message from some people, 2 guys from Pakistan. They said they went to my YouTube channel. They saw something. The kind of what he says am I an inspirational speaker? That's what the guy said. He said the kind of voice I was vomiting. No. They want me to help them. But guys, I beg you. Where you are here is a paradise of knowledge for you. And so that is what I want to say. Don't miss this training. Like Dr. Dorothy is saying, build yourself. It will take you far. Why am I in the UK? I'm in the UK here, even though I'm in Ghana, because I have built myself and it has brought me here. But some people say that they can't understand why I'll be in Ghana and get a huge job here like I have. It's because I have built myself. I'm begging you. Be proud of where you are. You see, when you're not proud of where you are, oh, Charlie, these people, they talk too much. Yeah, every time, the money, no, they can. If it is about the money all the time, and you're not, why do people go to church? Is it because of money? No, because they get inspiration, they get education, they get knowledge. Knowledge is asset. It's infinite. You can die and your knowledge will live on. You can die by your knowledge. So enjoy what these things are, because this thing will bring the money. They'll bring the money. They'll bring the money to you. So go all in on Thursday. Come and understand the essence of belief. It's very powerful. And I'm back to you.
Thank you, Prof. I hope everything has been said already. And thank you for staying on the call up till now. And I'm sure the recording will be shared. Make sure everybody that is in your team listens to it. It will help them in many ways. Have a lovely night. Thank you all for showing up. And let's show up on Thursday. Start making a noise from this very moment. And I think tomorrow night we have a presentation US time. That's 1 a.m. from US. So invite your people who are in America and the rest to it. Thank you. Have a lovely night. Good night. Bye.